hey, let's draw the mice from mouse paint. So to do that, I'm going to use my sheet of paper and a black oil pastel. And we know that the mice need to be able to see. They're going to use their sense of sight. So the first thing I'm going to draw is a little circle. And I need two because they have two eyes. And then I'm going to draw a circle around the dot. A circle around the dot. Now, if I want to, I could use line to draw some eyelashes, but I don't have to if I don't want to. Now they're going to use their sense of scent, especially if they need to see that cat coming. So for that, I'm going to draw a nose. You could use a circle or an oval. You could leave it empty or you could color it in. Now we need a head, and for that, I'm going to make a line that goes around both eyes. Starts at the nose and goes around both eyes, just like this. Now, since we're using an oil pastel, well, that's what I'm using. You might be using a crayon or a marker. You never want to take your hand and wipe your paper because it will smear. All right, I'm going to add some whiskers. They use those whiskers so they can help feel their way around. Next, the mouse needs to be able to hear the cat, so for that, I'm going to draw a curved line and maybe another one on the inside. And a curved line and maybe another one on the inside. If I want to draw hair on his head, I could. If I wanted to make a little bow on her head, I could. Now I'm going to make the body. So for that, I'm going to make a vertical line that goes down. And then I'll make a curved line for the back, like this. And then I'm going to close the body with a horizontal line. Now you can think about all the different lines you know, and you could give your mouse a tail. Maybe I'll make a wavy line for the tail. And we know in the story he used his little feet to mix the paint, so I'm going to make one curve and then another curve, and maybe some twinkle toes so that he can mix the paint. All right, now in the story we know there's not just one mouse because there's 3 primary colors. There's one mouse for each of the primary colors. I think I'll draw another one here. So let's see, the first step were the eyes, circle colored in, circle colored in, circle around the dot, circle around the dot. Eyelashes if I want them, but I don't have to. Using his sense of smell. Maybe that one I'll make him different and I'll leave his nose empty. I think I'll make the head now. It went around the head. What's that, mouse? You can't hear me. Let me help you out there.
Oh, that's so much better.
Oh, no problem. 2 will be especially helpful. Now, let's work on giving you a body. We know we need whiskers. We almost forgot. Silly me. Okay, now that body. Vertical line down. Curve for the back. Close it. Ooh, let's talk tail. I think this guy, he's going to have a snazzy zigzag line, but you can make whatever kind of line you want. Toes, so he can mix the primary colors to make a secondary color. Now we know there's one more because there's 3 secondary colors. So let's see. I think the best place for my mouse, I don't have much room here, not a lot of room there, plenty of room here. So I think I'll put him right there. Okay, you already know the steps. You are mouse experts at this point, so I don't even have to tell you the steps. You already know how to do them. But we could start to think about those primary colors. Red, yellow, blue, and we know that with red, yellow, and blue, we can make the secondary colors. So I know there's 3 secondary colors, which is perfect because I have 3 little mice, 1 for each color, baby, color. All right, now here's a slight problem. If I make this down, it could go on top of the mouse, and I don't want to do that. He's behind this mouse. So to make him look like he's behind, I'm going to hop over his ear and then make the bottom of his body. Now it looks like he's a little bit in what's called the background. He's behind that mouse. And I'll just make a little bit of his tail showing he's got a spiral. All right, I'm ready to do the secondary colors. I think that this first mouse I drew, I'll give him a little yellow because that's the first color in the story. He had a little yellow under his feet. I'll clean my brush on my mat. And then I'm only going to use a teeny tiny bit of blue. Do you see how little bit of blue I'm using? And now, oh my gosh, yellow feet and a blue puddle make green. Awesome, now I've got a little green puddle. Now I think I will try the next color, which I believe was orange. I think this guy will be orange. So he's got yellow. That's one primary color. He's got a lot of room, so I'm going to make his puddle a little bit bigger. Clean my brush. Use a little bit of red. Oh my goodness, I just made orange. It's like ketchup and mustard, but please don't eat it. It doesn't taste quite as tasty. Awesome, now he's got a little puddle to do his dance in. And now the last color is, you guessed it, purple. So I'm going to give him some red. Make his puddle a little bit smaller. I don't want to accidentally paint on that guy, so I'll just go around it. And maybe a little bit of blue, just a little bit. And there I've got purple. Now my purple, if it's too red, or I'm sorry, if it's too blue, then I can add more red. And if it's too red, then I could add more blue. Sometimes you have to add more of the opposite color to balance the secondary color out. All right, and there you have it, my 3 mice with their 3 secondary colors. Hope you guys had fun.